So, in other words, you were forced to do this. This was against your will.
Initially, it wasn't. But I really had no way out of it.
The final moments of the Camp Hero experiments, according to its reluctant members, were rooted in the defiance of a mysterious program director, Mr. Jack Pruitt.
I had very little to do with Jack Pruitt. I guess the closest was at the end when he pulled a gun on me and told me to go cut apart the transmitter to shut it down. He was a lieutenant, the first lieutenant that was listed on all the paperwork as being in charge of the Montauk Air Force Station.
Preston Nichols and several surviving members claim to have met here at the Memory Motel to devise a plan that would inadvertently end the project for good.
So the original focus was to generate a field that would control the way the general population would think and act. That's what they wanted. They wanted mind control into the mass population. So we all decided the project was going in a very bad direction and we wanted to crash it.
That's when he just realized this thing has got to be shut down and destroyed no matter how we do it. It's got to be stopped, or everything's out of control. Because he realized the consequences of this expanding to another level.
Voice-to-skull technology. This is also in the foray of directed energy weapons.
What is that?
The ability to, let's just say, throw your voice into your head, or my voice into my head, or allowing algorithms that now they can blanket a whole geographical area and they can make everybody change their thoughts. They can, I use the term intrusive thoughts. Back to that fork in the road analogy. If you find yourself where you have to make a decision about something, next thing you know, you catch yourself kind of having an argument in your head with your own voices. Well, the ability to add another one of your voices in there, but have it controlled by somebody else's microphone, so to say, is a very powerful tool. And I think this is a weapon of war that we are seeing happen to everyone around us. The Department of Defense recently started initiating protocols for their employees, their agents, to discuss Havana syndrome-like symptoms. And on that list is that their agents are hearing voices in their head. And this is what they're getting at. This is that technology that, you know, next thing you know, you're trying to make a decision, but there's another Sean in your head that now is actually somebody else's control. And through the manipulation of that voice, they can now push you, just like we have, you know, the cell phones are weaponized now, the social media platforms, and they can engage with an algorithm, and they know that they can push you in a direction by repetitive information being displayed in front of you, similar to the tachistoscope in grammar school, that they can learn your system and they can learn to manipulate it on a personalized level by just assessing you, what the things are that you're interested in, what are your weak points, what's the crack in the dam, what's the angle of attack. And it's through repetition and access. These are simply electromagnetic impulses in your head. It's not that they can't be read, it's not that they can't be copied, and it's not that they can't be just replayed with somebody else's control.
And if you look up, just Google Russians hiring Ukrainians or Eastern Europeans to carry out attacks across Western Europe, there's a lot of literature about it, and yeah. And one thing I love about the right wing, the libertarian right wing, please forgive me guys for using the words libertarian.
Just goes back to my childhood and being able to manage the chaos. 1 minute we're fighting, the next minute, you know, someone's at the front door, like, go answer.
The crazy thing about it is that, like, if you're running any branch of the military and you're asking a lot of
or corporate bond portfolios that are trading as ETFs in the public market, and the way we compete
injunction against them, right?
So
Sure.
keep hammering the area around the chip, you can, you can achieve exactly this in a very targeted fashion. And you can even achieve it through a wall, or through a window. So you don't even have to be there. That's basically the power of these directed energy weapons.
So what are we doing? What are we making? What's the recipe?
It's called a king cake. It's technically for the Epiphany.
You're a hard man to find, Galen. But farming. Really? Man of your talents?
It's a peaceful life.
It's lonely, I imagine.
Since Lewa died, yes.
Oh. Oh. My condolences.